welcome back on the job and looking at the electrical. The inspector said that this panel is not going to fly, even though it was already in use on a job on this service provider's anyway, it was on a job that was serviced by this service provider. But since then they have changed the rules. And the reason is, you see, they call these frost loops. That allows a little bit of movement if there's some frost and it moves down there on the slip joint, slip coupling, whatever you want to call it, expansion coupling. Anyway, this one here you can see doesn't have any movement. Now, there was people trying to run the service cable under here and around and then put it in there that way, but the inspector, who was a third-party inspector, he said that in particular female meter installers were having trouble getting the meter on with that in their way, which I think there's plenty of room for me to run that around there, but he said this panel's not going to fly. So we got a new panel. The other thing was I have PVC running up the pole, and he said this provider is going to require me to have rigid running all the way up the pole. So I bought 40 feet of rigid to run it up the pole and a bunch of connections to go down here and go from here up to the new panel. Now, I went online and looked at the requirements from the service provider, and actually all I need is 8 to 11 feet going up the pole, and then I can go to PVC. And I bought a new meter base with a built-in switch, and I bought a new service panel that has feed-through connectors. At some point I may put a generator switch in here, and I wanted to have a breaker on the meter base so I can turn that off and install a generator, automatic generator switch between this service panel and the meter base. So that's why I bought all this material specifically. So I have no choice but to take this service panel off and put the new one on, which I'm going to start doing right now. Well, we got the combination service panel off and got the conduit all dug up, ready to go back in with the new stuff, but that showed up. So we're going to sit in the truck for a while, see if it blows over. I lost the footage, but here you can see the new service panel, meter base, and disconnect are hooked up and ready to be inspected. So we got a call in, ready to get it inspected, and hopefully have the power company come out and mount a